Hey guys, welcome back. Quick progress update on the 62 Impala I've been working on. Well, boys and girls, we got motor and chassis, and the chassis and the motor are buttoned up. Except for I got to put wheels on it, of course, and finish off the tailpipes and paint the body. But interior's done, motor's in, engine compartments ready to go, finished. We'll bring you closer, and we're going to go up a bit more. Hang on, going up. Coming down. Right about there. That'll work. Alright, let's get the hood off this baby and show you where we are. Alright, she's looking pretty good, boys and girls. Got battery wired up. MSD boxes on each inner fender wired up. Got our windshield washer tank in there. And coolant overflow bottle. Air filters on. Coils are all wired up to MSD boxes. Belts on, hoses are on, hose clamps are on. She's done. And the hood closes. Look at this. I like this when this happens. Just like that. Pretty cool. Okay, we got wheels we still have to get on this baby, and that'll be one of the last things, as I mentioned, and finish off the tailpipe tips once I get the body painted. And finally, that's going to be our next task, is prep that body and get it ready for paint. Now, on another note, I've had a couple of guys or gals ask me about how I make hose clamps for my hoses. So let's show you that right now. Hang on, let's get this out of the way. Hold on. Don't you fall. Alright, I'll get everything we need out here. And we're probably gonna let me come down a bit. Hang on a second. Come on down. Oh, we got the light glare. Great. Alright, things you're gonna need. Piece of tempered glass or something flat. I use a tempered glass because I know it's not gonna mar or get dented like your cutting mat and things like that. So you want something flat, like a kitchen counter. Don't tell the wife. Whoops, look out. Anyway, piece of tempered glass. I think this was a cutting board I got at Canadian Tire or some home hardware store. Anyway, get yourself a little piece of tempered glass. Next thing you want, believe it or not, are you going to focus? Yep. It's some 0.3 millimeter or 0.15 inch diameter solder. And hang on, we're going to get this untaped. It's going to go spring when I undo it. That's what you need. Next thing what you need, everybody has in their bench, is a hobby knife, like so. First, we're going to cut ourselves a whack of this. Actually, I do it right on the spool. Hang on, we're going to tilt this a little bit. We're going to tilt this a little bit. Hold on. Get ourselves the length of this. Get our hobby knife. And guess what? You use it like a rolling pin. I use a finger on either side of the solder because it's going to want to go squirrely on me. And we're going to, like a rolling pin, we're going to roll this out. There we go. Now, once we got it flattened out, I kind of give it a go over like this, just to get a sheen back in the material. Next, what I have is I always use the same size rad hose and the same size heater hose on all my builds. So I have a little piece of tape on it, and a little sample that I keep off to the side. So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to cut a short length of this. Hang on. Got a camera in my face and my magnifying glass is on. And we'll try and do this. Hang on a second. Hang in there, with boys and girls. And what you do, if this will focus, is we're going to take this and wrap this around. We're going to start it with a little bit sticking out here. All right, we in focus? I hope so. And then we wrap this around like so. Hang on, I gotta use my magnifying glasses and my... There we go. And once you get it wrapped around like that, next thing you need is your little side cutters. And we're going to figure out whereabouts those are going to join. Pretty close to there. Give it a snip off. And give it a little pat and a squeeze and a little finesse. And there you go, boys and girls. You got yourself a little hose clamp. Excuse me. Now, next thing I do is I slide that off. And we're going to pretend that this is going to be the rad hose on the motor. Anyway, we're going to slide this off like so. Very delicately, try and put it back on there. We're going to frame. Really, not really. There we go. We got it back on. And we just kind of give it a little tweak to make sure everything looks good. And there you go. A little dab of crazy glue once you get it slid on to where you want to go. And you're good to go. And you can make hundreds and thousands of these things. Anyway, simple way to get hose clamps for your builds, boys and girls. And on that note, next thing we got to do, of course, is get that body prepped for some paint, and that'll be probably our next unveiling is what body color we've chosen for this thing and how it's going to look. All right, guys and gals, thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you soon. See ya.